Yukura, did you ever hear about my plans of becoming the German or Austrian act for Eurovision Song Contest?
That is wild that you just mentioned that. I was just thinking about that one.
Last year, I signed up for the German one. Because I thought, in Eurovision Song Contest, people who don't, know it, they won't understand. But it's like, the crazier your act is, the more successful it will be. And I thought, then why not go for a VTuber? That will be absolutely crazy. So they didn't take me, and I couldn't sign up for Austria because it was too late. They kind of did it privately. Some countries do it privately and some do it publicly.
On an incredible opportunity.
Yeah.
Really cool. They're not ready for it yet. That's what I think it is.
I feel like it would have been also a little bit embarrassing and stressful. So maybe it's for the better that it didn't happen.
Why would it be embarrassing? Have they ever had a digital act before?
Not
a
like
real
that.
digital girl?
Yeah, not like that. So I thought it
would
would
have
be
made
revolutionary.
history.
Exactly. Oh well.
You would have had the entirety of hololive backing you up.
Yeah, maybe I will try signing up again for the coming year.
Maybe sometime they'll come to their senses and realize what an amazing opportunity it would be. How would you have sung?
We would have done Do You, because Kira, the producer, even already made me a short version because the song has to be under 3 minutes, so
you sent in did you have to send in an audition and everything?
No, not really, just a demo or a finished song. Yeah, just something. No video though.
Oh no.
I was with Genma. So there's so much to catch up on. That's just so much easier to talk about IRL that we talked about a lot. And I don't know why, how, when, where I got this idea again. But I was reminded of the fact that, here it comes, Eurovision Song Contest auditions are still open. I was just, I think, recently out of courage checking if they're still open, and I saw they're still open. I thought they were already closed at this point because I didn't have the time throughout the summer to bother with this. And I saw it was still open, but basically the German auditions are still open until the 5th of October, which is very soon. And the Austrian ones are not open auditions, but I have a contact, and so I asked, and it was still, it's kind of late too. It closes earlier though than the 5th of October, quite a bit earlier. But with this knowledge, I was like, well, wouldn't it be nice? But no, there's not enough time. I'm not prepared for this. It won't work out again. Because I wouldn't even be able to submit my album songs. Because, you see here it says August 29 was the release date. You know what the cutoff is of songs you can send in no matter what country you're applying for? It has to be a song that hasn't been released before 1st of September. That's 2 days after I released my album. So, that meant none of a single one of these I could send in. Now, I thought maybe if we cut it, that creates a new version of the song, and maybe they could consider it as a new release afterwards, after the cut off. But apparently not. I mentioned it to the Austrian person, and they didn't seem to see it that way, so it doesn't seem to be a thing. But this is what I was thinking about on the day of my arrival when I was with Genma. I was talking with her about it. I didn't really think that anything would be possible, but I still wanted to try, so I still kind of wrote to the Austrian person in charge and asked about the, if we cut it, does it make a new version? Can I still apply? Blah, blah, blah. So it was on my mind the whole day, right? But then he said, no, it's too late. And I'm like, okay. But then I meet Moni later in the day, and we're sitting in karaoke. And then I brought up, like, oh, hey, after the album, I hope we can put out a single. I don't know, maybe January, February, or whatever. Who knows? Just casually talking about this, okay? Unrelated to the Eurovision Song Contest. And then she's like, yeah, so I got this and this. So we were listening to all these demo tapes. And I'm like, oh, this is so good, and this is so good. And I want this and this and this and this. But oh my God, we were just listening to all these demo tapes that they have in their team. And then I was like, oh man, so actually I had this crazy idea. But like obviously it's like impossible, but like what do you think? Like, because like you guys are like pretty fast with your work and you're kind of crazy, and I know how much Kira especially liked the idea, because he's German, my producer of Do You and Sparks, etc. and Pineapple. He's German, and we really liked the idea of being in the Eurovision Song Contest last year, and it didn't work out and this and that. But like he's like really passionate about it, and I would think the others would get it too, even though they're not from Europe, but they would understand. I just threw it out there without any expectations. I was just like, so like actually Eurovision Song Contest. I wanted to try it last year, but this year I'm again too late, so there's actually only so and so many days left. I think it was 8 days left until the deadline, and we have no songs because we can't use the album songs. I say that to Moni, and we're like, haha, yeah, too late. But what if not? So we start cooking. We're like trying to make a plan how in these 8 days, even though we're overseas, no usual recording environment, if we could do this. Because we have demo tapes, but this one demo tape that we were gonna choose is not even finished. They still would have to finish the whole song. It was like only like one until the first chorus, so like not even the half of the song, but they would have to finish the instrumentals and everything, and then I have to relearn it and record it, and then it has to be mixed. We're making a full song in like 7-8 days, okay? So me and Moni were like, this could work. So I hit up Johnny, who's like mixing a lot of vocals for me or something, and also is like part of the team Kiwa's Angels, who are making a lot of the songs. You see Johnny on a lot of the credits here too. I was like, Johnny, do you have time to mix something between the 2nd to the 5th, with deadline on the 5th? And he was like, yeah, what do you need? I can do it. In theory, he could mix a full song in one day. Like if it needs to be done in one day, he can do it. His mixing is really good. Yeah, I really love his mixing. And then the song that we chose, not all of the demo tapes are by Kira, they work with a lot of other producers too. But this one that we were gonna choose, luckily, I guess, was by Kira. So I hit up Kira and I say, sorry, I'm so fucking late, but it's Eurovision Song Contest deadline time coming up. Do you wanna finish the song so we can send it in, because I can't use my album songs? Do you want to give it a try? The chances of this being rejected are of course high. Not only maybe because they don't like the song, but also because maybe they don't see how they can use a VTuber there, or they don't just feel like trust in it. But this song is not wasted if it gets rejected. We can still release it later as a single. That is the good side to this, okay? It's not a waste. We can still release it as a single. So, but everybody, Moni, Johnny, Kira, all of them are insane like me, it seems. We are currently in the works, in the really stressful works of, within a week, creating a song from almost scratch. I have to record it today. I actually just this morning listened to more or less the full song. There's still some like details missing, but most of the song is done. I just listened to it this morning because it got finished. I have to learn it after the stream and then record it, but we have the whole rest of the day, so it will be daijoubu. And Moni is coming and gonna help me record it. She'll be here giving me like instructions and whatever. So that'll be fun. And then we're gonna quickly mix it. We're sending it over to Johnny. He will mix it in a few days, and then we're sending it into the Eurovision Song Contest Germany, not Austria, unfortunately, because Austria's deadline is yesterday. I don't know why their deadline was just a couple days earlier, unfortunately. I thought I would have a chance because Austria did crazy stuff before, for like surprising stuff, unexpected stuff before, with Conchita Wurst. But unfortunately, Austria is missing out on the opportunity. They should have scouted me anyway. Like, that's their system anyway. They scout people. Austria's system is scouting people privately, more or less, while Germany and some other countries, there's like 2 different ways they do it, you know? They do all open auditions. And then I think there's like a elimination round. Like they get like, I don't know, 10 people or so, 10 artists. And then the audience votes who will be the German contestant. We have a chance. But I first have to get chosen to be one of the choices in the first place. Okay, Americans maybe don't understand so well, but Eurovision Song Contest, in the end, is about making headlines. You want your country to stand out. And even if maybe, for me, it's not so much about winning at all. It's just about being there. And for the country, it would be a huge headline to have a VTuber there. You know, that's just what I'm thinking. Like, if you want your country to be the #1 topic of the Eurovision Song Contest, then having a VTuber on stage will definitely make that happen. Everybody will talk about it. Some people surely will make fun of it, but it will at least be a huge fucking topic. You know, good press, bad press. There's no bad press, there's only good press. This is my argument. So, yeah, I'm gonna do my best, but I don't have high expectations. My expectations are honestly really low. I don't think they will go for it, because I feel like Austria might have gone for it because they do crazy shit. I don't know about Germany. They once had a contestant a few years ago who was like a weeb teenager dressed in like Harajuku fashion, I think. But I think she sang a pretty normal song. But her visuals were like a weeb. Yeah, I don't think she did so well. Generally, I think Germany doesn't want to go for crazy shit. They just want to win. Yeah, recently Germany has been doing really bad with their placement. So maybe that could motivate them to, for once, try something new. You know what I mean? Something that stands out, something that's gonna make headlines, something that puts all the eyes on them. I mean, if you think about it that way, I feel like you have to do it. Yeah, they did pretty bad last year. And in the years before too, like... Now, the thing is also, the song that we're currently making, since we are like lacking time, we had to choose from a couple of like demo tapes that were available. Couldn't make a song from like complete scratch. And I don't know, like... I chose this from 3 different demo tapes. This song, because I thought out of these 3 ones, it might do the best at Eurovision, but I don't know if it's a winning song, honestly, because it's still very K-pop-y, but like badass K-pop. It's different from the K-pop I've done so far. It's pretty badass of a song, a really cool song. It's a girl crush, like I would say like maybe Blackpink, which obviously Blackpink being popular overseas, there's a reason for it. This speaks to a big audience, so we just gotta hope that Eurovision judges and audience would like this. Yeah, I don't know, it wouldn't be like my ideal first choice for a Eurovision Song Contest song, but my other new album songs wouldn't have been either. Like, I wouldn't have relied on Sleep Talking. I wouldn't have relied on Pineapple. Maybe The Great Wanderer. Love Rush, no. Retrospective, no. Like, you have to think hard about what kind of song because you only have one choice and one song, and like, yeah, it's important. The song is so important. It has to have a mainstream audience appeal, and it has to be catchy, and it has to be impressive. We have this one song, we're going for it. If they don't take it, that's fine, whatever. That's kind of what I expected, and then we'll just release it as a single and try again next year, hopefully a little bit earlier. It's okay. If it doesn't work out, I am expecting that, but we're still gonna try really hard to get it ready now. Let me give you an idea of how big this is. Almost 200 million people watch the Eurovision Song Contest live each year. Dios mío, right? So you understand why I have to try this. Surely not everybody will be interested in VTubers, but surely some might, look up what the fuck this is and become new hololive fans. And especially in Europe, I feel like, Europe, VTubing in Europe, there's still potential for a new market.
Also, I will say, I'm vocally not on the level as most Eurovision contestants are. They have weird songs and weird acts here and there, but generally, most of them have great vocals. I'm not the type of person who can belt like crazy, but I bring something else to the table. A great song, something interesting and new and refreshing, unique, and decent vocals. And dancing. Yeah, it would be live. But I know chances are very high that they just, turn me down, so don't get your hopes up. I don't have my hopes up very high either. That new song for Eurovision that we absolutely rushed recording. I recorded with Moni being there. She was like, we're both in Japan. We're normally not ever in the same place, so might as well have her be there and give me some instructions if she wants to. And so she was there. She was praising me so much. And then later when I gave it over to Johnny for mixing, he was also praising me so much. Like, they were praising me more than usual. Okay, so I think my singing in this mysterious Eurovision song is pretty good. I must also say, I sang in ways that I normally don't sing in most of the time. I sang with a lot of attitude and with a lot of confidence. Normally, no confidence. Now, yes, confidence. What the fuck? I have 9 DMs. The mix is... Everything's finalized for my Eurovision song. Alright. My application has been sent in. By the way, talking about Eurovision Song Contest application, I underestimated, even though I did it last year, I forgot how many questions there are once you are in the real application. Because first you send in just really basic stuff, then they send you an email to go to the actual application process. And there's a lot more to fill out than it first looks like. Yeah, overstimulated, writing fast, trying to get it fast done before the stream. I don't even know what I wrote last year, but this year I made sure to also explain in my application how we could possibly do it, because after talking to the Austrian representation people, seems like that is their first concern. So I was like, okay, let's explain all the ways that we could do it. A bit early to think about stage presentation for normal applications, but I am not a normal applicant, as we all know. Any updates on Eurovision? I sent in my application today. I hope they at least don't completely ignore it and give it a chance. And I hope they also check out the YouTube channel to look at the other things. Turns out I could have just auditioned
to offer a donation
without a song
from Martha.
And just say I audition with my voice and just put in a cover or something else. Last year it wasn't possible.
Then please.
They changed the rules this year. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This at least, I think, impresses. And also now I have my next single done really early. So I can work on choreo and stuff for a long time. Is your new song danceable?
Oh, it is. I don't have a choreo for it yet, and I think there's still time. We have like a really simple music video in 3D, just to get the like a little bit of the vibe across, but it's really simple because it was really rushed. If it gets to the point, like if I get another round further, then I hope they give me the chance to make a new one, because I don't want to use the one that we have now. What I found interesting when I look at like last year's Germany applicants, the ones in the preliminaries, they all had really expensive looking music videos. So I wonder if Eurovision Germany, if they pay for the music videos for the preliminary bands and musicians that they have. Because I can't imagine that all these artists, a lot of them, like mostly indies, who are probably not even under a label, that they could really pay for such expensive looking music videos on their own. I would think once they get into the preliminaries that they pay for it, for them, to have something nice to present, and that everyone's like on the same level, so that it's not unfair. If one person has a shitty music video, people are not gonna like vote for it as much, you know? I would think they wanna put them on the same quality level. So I can imagine they would pay for it, but I can't find any information about it if they pay for it. But if they do, then I want this little, like, you know, it's not really a music video, but this little video that I made for the song, I want it to be redone, and I'm gonna put some high budget into a new one. But who knows if I get in the next round.